In this video, I want to show you how you can use Fusion 360 to do freeform design. In the past, we've done the sketch form where you pick pardon me, you pick a plane where you want to work, and when you get in there, you have all of these different geometric shapes that you want to use to draw your things. And when you're done sketching, you can go and extrude and then modify by putting holes in or whatever you want. But there's this purple icon here, and if you click on it, you can do some pretty cool freeform design. And this is just an introduction. By no means am I an expert at this, but you start off in the form tools, and you have, again, all these different kinds of things that you can work on. And then eventually, once you've made something, you can modify it, and a bunch of other utilities. But I'm going to start with the simple ones because that's about as far as I've learned so far. I'm going to make a simple cube. Familiar before, 3 planes. I'll just pick this plane, and then somewhere here, I'm just going to draw a square. I actually can make a bit of a rectangle. And for now, I would just suggest something about 3 by 5 or whatever, something that's going to work. And then you click, and you presto, you get this 3-dimensional form. A dialog box will pop up that defines the length, width, and height of your box. You can change your mind and make it a higher or lower box that's stretched around. And for this introduction, I'd suggest you just pick something relatively simple. You'll notice those 3 arrows, and then there's these other little sliders. When they made the box, it's been sort of divided into these smaller panels, and this starts to add or subdivide the panels, and you'll see this number of number faces. There's 5 faces across here, and if I reduce it down to something like 3 faces there, across here, again, I can subdivide it into as many panels as I want, but to learn, I would suggest you just keep it relatively simple, maybe 4 or 5 panels. You can input there too. If you're not sure, just divide it up into a few panels. Looks like maybe a box or a suitcase tied in strings. But something about that, don't make too many panels when you start. Click OK, and you get this shape. Now you can start to edit or modify each of these individual panels, or you can individually modify the lines or the dividing barrier between the panels. So, for example, let's say I want to modify, I'll start with this panel. Click on it, right click, and you see this edit form. Again, there's other ones you can choose, and you have to play around with it, but I'm just going to start with what I know. You edit that form, and you get all of these different form tools just for this panel. If I watch what it does just to that panel, and it will drag everything else around with it. So you can contort it if you want. I could do this in the other plane, and then I get this crazy torquing and twisting going on. So I can sort of manipulate it however I think I want to. And then I can grab it and pull the panel. Like, I can start to play with it, and there's all kinds of crazy stuff you can do to shape this. And the trouble is, you get so many different options, it gets a little crazy of what you're actually trying to do. When you're done, if you look at it, you will see all of this contour has been modified to, sorry, I'm having trouble here trying to rotate. Why is that not right? There we go. Now you can see what happened when I did that contour. Again, if I go in and I pick a panel, I say, okay, I want to play with that panel. I'm going to edit that panel, and then I may just grab the arrow and twist it, pull it out a bit, stretch it, rotate it. There seems to be almost too many options when you can rotate instead, and then again, you get to see, oh, look what that did to the shape. As always, when you're done, you click Finish Form, and you're back to that familiar menu. You should always hit Save, give it some name, whatever that you want, and then you can go back in and do some more changes or add another shape and keep on going. That's it for now. Give it a try, explore around, have some fun with it, and see what you can learn. There's lots in there to have a good time trying to figure all this out. That's it for now.